Hi, and welcome to Female Entrepreneurs Magazine, your go to platform for ambitious women who are ready to take the business world by storm. I'm your host, Angel France, and each week we'll dive into the latest strategies, stories, and success secrets from the most inspiring female entrepreneurs around the world. Whether you're just starting out or scaling up, this is your space to connect, learn, and grow alongside a community of trailblazing women who, just like you, they are making their mark in the world of business. From personal branding to powerhouse marketing, from leadership to lifestyle tips, we've got you covered. So get ready to ignite your passion, fuel your purpose, and unlock your potential with Female Entrepreneurs Magazine. Let's make this journey together and turn your entrepreneurial dreams into reality. Hey guys, and welcome to Female Entrepreneurs Magazine show. We have today Sherri Wattigny. She is the owner of the Culinary Kid and Sherri Sweet Treats. She is passionate about food education and crafting delicious desserts, bringing creativity and a whole lot of fun into the kitchen. Through the Culinary Kid, Sherri inspires young chefs, helping children develop culinary skills in a beautiful, engaging environment. Her passion for baking is also evident in Sherri's Sweet Treats. You know what? Where she creates mouth-watering confection that delights customers of all ages, no matter the age. With her love for both teaching and sweets, Sherri combines the best of both worlds in her business. So with me today, let's welcome Sherri Wattigny. I am super excited to have you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Angel. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm so excited for your new venture. This is just awesome.
Yep. So I'm excited. Guys, Sherri and I have known each other since high school. So we've been knowing each other for some time.
Yeah, just a little.
A tad. So Sherri, why don't you go ahead and explain your adventure into becoming a female entrepreneur? How did you actually become a female? I mean, you're a chef. Everybody thinks of chefs and just working for somebody or owning their own bakery. So how did you actually get into this unique style of actually teaching children?
Oh, well, let's see. I actually started cooking since I was 5. Um, I would scramble my eggs or try to make an omelet um, on our gas stove back in Algiers, way back in the day. And then I started making egg salad sandwiches, and everybody was selling lemonade out in the front of their house when we were kids. Sherri had to sell egg salad sandwiches because, and I still feel that I have the best egg salad sandwich. Something so easy. Anyway, uh, come high school, I was doing a lot of catering just for my family, and then started getting into desserts, and then I started selling my pies for all the holidays. And I can remember one snow day that we had way back in the day, and I had to deliver all my pies, and it snowed that weekend. And I still got up there. I got in my probe and sold pies to all my friends and families that ordered them. And so I started thinking, well, maybe I should go the bakery way. And so I branched off, and I found out that this bakery was for sale. And so I bought it, thanks to a good friend of mine that's been my mentor since I met her back in 1984. Her name is Beverly Seaman. She she's an awesome lady, and I've learned so much for her. That's another story in itself. But anyway, I've always looked up to her, and still to this day, she's a remarkable woman. Anyway, uh, that's how I became one of the young entrepreneurs here in the city at the age of 22. And I named the company, I changed the name of the company to Little Miss Muffin because I'm little. I'm only 4'10". Well, now I'm 4'8.5", but we won't discuss that. But anyway, so Little Miss Muffin went from 40 customers to over 180 overnight. And so after I'd done the bakery parts and still do it now on the weekends and for all the holidays, I opened up a restaurant and in Gretna, and restaurants are very slow during the summer. And so I was saying, okay, God, what can I do to bring in sales um, during the summertime? And I don't know. And this is before they even had classes. I mean, television about people cooking on television all the time, that like they have now, and now even these kid shows. And so I don't know what made me come up with it, but it was the best thing I could have ever done. I was sold out the entire summer. It was a 2-week program where the children came, and I taught them how to cook breakfast, lunch, and dessert. And when I finished my first 2-week session, I had a get together with the parents, and the kids waited on their parents. They cooked their food and waited on the parents. And I told everybody that if I die tomorrow, I've done everything I've always wanted to do. This completes me. And it was just here now, 18 years later, and I'm still teaching kids. So
Wow.
I'm really excited and still excited to do this.
So I actually, my husband's grandson, we raised him. He is now, I believe, 25, and he was
That's
in one of her
crazy.
first classes. He
Yes.
loved every minute of it. And I remember sitting there, being served by them and everything, guys. It's just so precious, the whole system. How long is the Culinary Kid program? How many weeks is it? And how's the whole process work for you?
Well, now it is a 1-week program because we have so many kids coming and going. We only use it for 1 week. Now the parents can sign up for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever. Some of them I have them for the entire summer. So it just depends on the parent, on because the beauty of now versus 18 years ago, they didn't have all these programs in place. So that's the other reason why we stuck to a week now. So it gives opportunity for the parents to put their children in other programs like mine, because to educate them. I mean, I'm not a parent. I've always been married to my business. But I can understand parents. I don't want them just to be with me, even though I would love them to be with me, but I want them to learn other uh, skills that can help them later on in life. And like one of my young ladies that's been coming with me since she was 5, she is now doing the program First Tee, and so she's learning how to play golf. And I love to see young ladies, and that's the other thing that I strive for, is let them know that there's a lot out there for them to reach for, lots of stars, and it's up to them to just do it. So now we have after school program, and we also have homeschool program that just started. And when the kids are in out of school, I'm in school. So I go through Jefferson Parish and go through all the days that they have off. And so that way I can send a newsletter out saying, okay, these are the dates that are available to send your child. So that way you don't send them to a nursery. That way it gives them something to do instead of just getting babysat.
And they have fun. Oh my God, they have a blast. They learn something. Like if I probably would have went, well, I would be afraid to walk in there today. You might like shake your head and whatever. But yeah,
Not
I don't cook
you.
eggs right. I don't do anything. I am not a cook. So, you know.
Well, that's one thing about the breakfast. We do teach them how to cook their eggs, um, 5 different ways, and including poached. And so that way they know the difference I love for my children, and I call them my children, when they go out to a restaurant, then they know how to ask how they want their egg cooked. And so they know what the difference is of over easy, over medium, over hard, and sunny side. So they know what to not to guess. They at least know what to do. Yep. And so on. So we do everything from scratch. And because I love to bake, we do cakes from scratch. The kids on Friday, we have a bake off, and they decorate their cake in their groups. And so it's lots of fun. And of course, we have activities throughout the whole tag. And of course, I like to do what we called a lightning round, where I want to see what they've learned for the day. That's so important. Did I get their attention? So they get points, and they get up there, and I act crazy just like them. I pretend like I am the host of the show, and these are the people that are. And so I make them make up different names and all, just to be goofy. And then I'll tell them what they have to do. Whoever knows the answer to the question, then they need to step up and do the twist or something like that. And so, and it's things like danger zone. So that way, did they know that 40 degrees to 140 is the danger zone, and why is it? So, I mean, they're learning about salmonella and cross contamination, and all that good stuff. So I kind of drill them a little bit to see what they learned for the day.
That's awesome. So you go way beyond that as well. You were telling me tell me how you incorporate Sherri sweet treats into the Culinary Kid.
Okay. So I wanted to develop a program where these young ladies and gentlemen that are starting to get a little bit older, and the ones that are really, really interested, I came up with a junior chef program. She's been with me since she's 5, so she's more than ready, and I'm so proud of her. Her name is Lauren. She is just awesome, Lauren Loop. And another little lady, Elise Jennings, another two girls that I'm just so proud of, and they're my head junior chefs. And what they do is, all of my other junior chefs, they all mentor the children. I mentor them, and in exchange, they mentor the children. They help them, with recipes. They also come with me on the weekends. You will find them sometimes where they learn how to wait on customers. I want them to learn how to count back change. That drives me insane. And so they learn it. They are hands-on, and they love it. They go out and they market the product, and they're getting ready to start. We start a program on Wednesdays where we let them learn how to cost out recipes, how to write a recipe. We talk about inventory, and we also talk about how to market themselves when they're out there. What to say, what not to say. That's important. And then eventually we'll start working on how to prepare themselves for interviews in the future when they're older and able to get jobs. So, and apply for jobs, and how to do their resume. So there's a lot in store for the next 5 years easily with the ones that I have right now.
Wow. What a program. They start at what age? What age do they come in and actually cook? At what age?
5 on up.
5.
And what I encourage is the parents, these 15-year-olds and 16-year-olds that don't have any type of trade, send them to me. I will be happy to have them come in. They can maybe learn, score on service hours they might need for class. They come in and let them learn how to cook. That could help them out at home, because one of the things that the kids tell me, the parents tell me, my kids cook me breakfast in bed. And it could be something simple like eggs in a basket. That's one of everybody's favorite to do. And they can't wait to get home and do that for the parents.
Tyler did that for us. So yes, that was his favorite.
I bet. That's one of the favorite things. They learn how to make pancakes from scratch and so on. So, but let's get these 15 to 17 rolls out. Let me teach them. And so that way they can be able to take care of themselves when it comes time for college. We have other things like one pot cooking. I mean, I can remember when I was in college and we weren't supposed to have nothing, no one of those hot plates or anything. And I still had it. I cooked for just on that one pot burner. I cooked for everybody in our suite, and that was 8 of us. I was always constantly cooking for everybody. And I was going to school for computer science, go figure.
Yeah,
anyway.
All right. So in the kitchen or to market yourself, what is your go-to tool, or one in the kitchen and one to market yourself? What is your favorite tool?
That would be my hands, I guess, because I can't do it without them. And I love my KitchenAid mixer and my blender, my hand blender that helps me make sure that all my cream pies are beautiful and smooth.
Oh, wow. Wow. That
Now
sounds
to go
great.
to, I
Now I'm
do
like,
every,
now I want dessert.
well, you have to taste my peanut butter pie. That's everybody's favorite, and my chocolate cream pie.
Yum, yum, yum. So, all right. If you could cook with somebody who you never cooked with yet, who would it be?
Emeril Lagasse. I love him. I love his personality. He hired me when I actually first started cooking, teaching kids how to cook. He asked me to run an after-school program for a Catholic school down in the French Quarter, and he paid for everything. He's an unbelievable gentleman. He takes care of Louisiana more than people know. He does a lot for our community.
Guys, if you don't realize it, Sherri and I are both from the New Orleans area, so yeah,
Yes.
definitely. So when you hear us say parish, it's like a county and so on. So it's cute. I love it. I love it. So what would be your favorite book, your go-to book?
Any of Chef Lagasse's cookbooks.
Wow.
I'm not a reader. The only thing I do read is uh, any food magazines, or I'm sure I'm going to be reading your magazine. I can't wait for the first issue to come out.
Yeah.
But I don't read any particular books except for my cookbooks.
Awesome. That's good. I mean, that's what you're doing. That's your trade. That's your tool. That's what you mean. Hello. I'm sure you probably get in the recipes and go, oh my God, that's so good. I can't wait to try that. Where I would be, okay, I would probably look at my husband and say, you want to fix that? Because I don't.
Well, shoot, I've been knowing Alan too,
Yeah.
almost just as long because of him
Yep.
being in the food service industry.
Yep.
Um, yeah, Alan and I go back way back too.
Yep. Long time. All right. Your
Yes.
favorite song?
Um, it would be Garth Brooks' The River, because
Okay.
if you really listen to the words, um, it it always made me focus, like kind of like the Eye of the Tiger. I don't know if you ever remember Diane Keaton's Eye of the Tiger. I always think about that. So, but I'm a Garth Brooks fan, and it would be definitely The River, because you can't stand beside and watch the water slip away.
I
You
love it.
always so, and you
I
know
love
God is always watching and there for you. So that's important to me.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Your favorite quote.
I think that would have to be mine, because when I was teaching, when I was the trainer for Sodexo for the K through 12 division, I would always end with this: we may not, work should not be a desperation. It should be an inspiration.
Oh,
You
wow.
know, you should love what you're doing. And if you don't, you need to go on and move on to what you really love. And that's what I've always went for. And I would just tell my workers, look, you should inspire every employee you've got in there. They're here. We all need to make money, right? Because that's the only way we can live. So if you don't love what you do, then you just need to move on and, and do something different. What makes you happy? What makes you click? And that's what I would tell them all the time.
Wow. That's so true. You have to love what you do. Otherwise, you're not going to be happy. You're going to,
No.
yeah. All right. What would you tell your 18-year-old self?
Yeah, that's really funny. I would shoot at 18, I would have said, marry someone that has lots of money. That would be the first thing I do, because if you don't have working capital, it is so hard to get to the next level. No, but anyway, say discipline. I would need more discipline, even though I always work 24 hours a day. It's knowing what the priorities are versus now. I mean, my list grows, and I've been doing lists all my life, but not as an 18-year-old. It took a lot of learning at 22, having my own business for the first time. So I think discipline is the most important, and making your list. Like I tell the kids with mise en place. Mise en place should be part of your life from the get-go. Mise en place means get everything in its place. So before you start tomorrow, you need to know what you need to do to be set up for tomorrow. So get your mise en place together. I tell them, what do you need to get ready for school tomorrow? What do you need to do? You get it done tonight. You get your mise en place because you don't want to forget your school bag. You don't want to forget your homework. You don't want to forget your lunch if you bring your lunch to school. Get your clothes laid out. Be ready. And I always joke with them about toothpaste. I said, I would even think that I could get my toothpaste ready to put on my toothbrush. And I'm letting you know that doesn't work. You can't get that done. So I would make them laugh, like, don't do the toothbrush. So yes, I would say discipline and making sure my mise en place was in place.
You know what? I think of that, Sherri, as a chef and a head chef of restaurants and owning your own business. Unless you have everything prepared for the next day, what's going to happen in that kitchen?
Oh, chaos. Most definitely chaos. And this is every day, because when you're working in the kitchen, catering pops up all the time, and you just have to move on.
Wow.
And get her done.
And get her done.
Yeah, get her done.
I love it. I love it. So, Sherri, is there anything that you'd like to tell the audience that I haven't asked you yet?
No, just women need to stick together, need to help one another, because sometimes it becomes out for our own self. And you always got to remember that you have to take people with you. You're only as good as the people are that you have under you. And so it's really important that you build these women up that you have in the workforce, and make them just as good as you or even better. Because you know what? That reflects on you. And so it's really, really important that we all help one another, no matter what it is.
Wow. Love that. Love that. One other thing I have to ask of you. Are you ready? You can tell me
Yes,
no.
ma'am. Okay.
Do you have a recipe you could share with us?
Sure. I'd be happy to. I have
Awesome.
so many
Down
recipes.
below. We'll put the link down below for them, and they can.
Sure. I'd be
That's
happy
exciting.
I'll tell you what, pancakes, sound real easy, but we have worked on pancakes, getting it right. And of course, children, they can mess it up too. But that's one of the things I would love to share, because that's something basic that everybody can use, and we have figured it out to a science. So I would love to, and then I'll share one of my pastries. I'll be happy to share something like that. so
Ooh,
you
yum.
with everyone.
So exciting. All right. Well, Sherri, I want to thank you for being with us today. You are totally fabulous. I loved having you. You are the rock. You're the bomb. And when it comes to food, I know who to go to ask about food to see if it's good or not.
Well, thank you, Angel. It's been a pleasure, and I'm so excited for you. You have the personality. You have never changed since high school, and I love you to death. And thank you for interviewing me. That's so sweet.
All
I
right.
appreciate
Thank
it, and I
you.
wish you success on your endeavor.
All right. Thank you. Love you.
Thank you. Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Female Entrepreneurs Magazine. I hope you found inspiration, actionable tips, and a sense of connection with our incredible community of driven women. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a review, and share the episode with fellow entrepreneurs who are ready to elevate their game. Remember, your success is just the beginning, and we're here to support you in every step of the way. Until next time, keep shining, keep thriving, and remember, you have the power to create the business and life of your dreams. Stay inspired, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.